Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have this really fun Penpal pocket to share with you. So let's jump right in. So I'm going to pick a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and this is out of the Crafter's Companion Belle Countryside. I don't think you can get this exact cardstock anymore because I've had this pattern paper for maybe 2 years now. So I don't know if you can get this exact one, but any 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper would work for this. This is just what I choose to use. And I have this template that I made a while ago because this is my second pocket with it. And so I have all the measurements on the template, and then I just use that to cut everything out. So I will have a picture of the template on my blog if you want to see it, but ultimately the main part of this is 4 inches by 5 inches, I believe. Again, this will be on my website so you can actually take a look. And then for the sides, I cut out a little chunk that's like 3 inches by 4 inches. So you can see on the sides there, I trim that down. And I chose to use this trimmer specifically for this because it's easy to start and stop without any issues. So I do end up eyeballing a lot of my cuts. I'm really bad for that. So I will have the actual measurements on my blog if you want to check out the exact measurements. But ultimately, I'm trying to figure out what the measurements are. I'll have them written for you guys. I can have them in the description as well. But for the little angular pieces here, I start at the 1 inch mark and then just cut on an angle from there. So that's kind of what I do with that part. But yeah, I think that it turned out really good. I love this template. That's why I made like a whole template of it. And I used the back of a 12 by 12 pattern paper to create the template. So I've had this template for quite a while, and I made it 3-4 years ago. And every once in a while I just revisit it because I think it makes such a fun pen pal pocket to send. So that is what I used for that to cut all those pieces. And you're going to see here in a minute that I'm actually going to poke a hole in my paper. Actually, I think I already did. And that's just because I push hard when I score. I'm really bad for that. So when I had it hanging off of the edge, I end up actually putting a hole in it. That's not a big deal. I'm going to fix that, but just so you're aware that I did do that, but not a big problem. And then now I'm just reinforcing all of those folds so that they go nicely together. And I'm going to put this in a 5x7 envelope, which is slightly bigger than what it needs, but that allows me to add bulk and not be concerned about it mailing poorly. So I actually already have the 5x7 envelope made, but you'll see it later in the video because I made it a little while ago. And then any part of the pen pal, like the pockets, I use Scor-tape for this. You could use liquid glue if you wanted to. I don't, simply because I'm worried that it will like squish and then my pocket won't be as big of a pocket. So this is the smallest, second smallest Scor-tape I own. I believe this is 1/4 of an inch. I have 1/8 of an inch, but I'm almost out. So I chose to use the 1/4. And then I just kind of trim off any excess that's hanging off. And that's how I create the little pockets on the flaps. Like I said, you could use any adhesive you wanted to. A tape runner would work too if you wanted to use that. I just find this to be really successful when I'm worried about the glue kind of oozing and creating less space than I need for what I'm doing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this pocket. I have, I don't even know how many pen pals I have right now, because some write to me, like monthly, and some write to me, every few months. I think I have one that's like yearly. So I kind of lose track of how many pen pals I have, but I'm slowly working through all of my pen pals to make them this kind of a fun pocket. I go through different variations. So I do have a playlist if you want to check out my pen pal stuff. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I think it's a lot of fun. I have pen pals from all over the world, which is just awesome. And, I sometimes it takes me a bit to write them back, but I'm always super, super grateful for the pen pals that I have because I think it's a really fun hobby. And if you're curious about getting your own pen pals, I do find the easiest way to kind of find someone you think you would be a good match with. There are Facebook groups. So if you want to check that out, there are like pen pal Facebook groups. And if you want to, you can post it like a kind of it's not an ad, it's just a post, but like saying what your interests are and that kind of thing. And then, someone can reach out to you and you guys have the same interests, or you can respond to somebody else's post. Completely up to you how you feel comfortable doing it. I've done both. I've had pen pals for quite a while now. Some of them I've had for several, 4-ish years, I think is one of my longest. So it's just kind of a really fun hobby. And I think it's really fun to receive things in the mail that aren't, I get all my bills through email pretty much now, but it's just fun to receive stuff in the mail that's not flyers and that kind of junk that you don't really want. This is a really fun thing to. I also do postcards. I send postcards. I have one pen pal that we predominantly send postcards back and forth because it's fun and it's different and I really enjoy it. So when I travel, I try to find a postcard for her because I think she'll enjoy it. So it's just a lot of fun. So if that interests you, by all means, go and check out some of those Facebook groups. I'll try to link the one that I used predominantly to find my pen pals. And if I forget, please just leave a comment and I'll go and find it. I always try to remember everything I talk about when I do these voiceovers, but every once in a while I miss something. So the edges of this pen pal pocket kind of were a bit thin. I found when I overscored them, they weren't very strong. So I chose to go in and reinforce them with some pink washi tape. I have no idea where this washi tape came from. I think it was in a box I got, I think. I don't know. But any pink washi tape would work because I'm trying to stay mostly in a pinky vintage vein with this. That's my aim. Some of the stuff I end up using is not really vintage necessarily, but I do kind of try that. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. So I just reinforced those folds because of course they're going to go open and closed quite a bit and I don't want them to rip off. So I reinforced those folds with washi tape on both sides just to kind of give it an extra strength. And that really, I think, worked quite well to make sure that they were quite strong. And then here the washi tape kind of lifted up, so I just put it back down so that it would stop lifting. And if you're ever having issues with washi tape, I sometimes just bring in a little bit of liquid glue and I use that to kind of reinforce my washi tapes. So that's always an option as well. If you have like a corner that just keeps lifting and won't stay down, just bring in a little bit of liquid glue. Like that works really well for me. And then here is the actual note paper that I'm going to use to write the letter. I'm not going to write the letter on screen, but I wanted to show you the little bit of decorations that I added to it because I thought they turned out quite pretty. So I used just some washi tape and a little lady sticker. I got these in a grabby box a while ago. Some of the stuff in this, like the envelope, is from that video. I actually made a video about the grabby box because I was given it and I reviewed it. And I used some things from that to create an envelope. And that's the envelope I'm going to use for this pen pal pocket. So I'll link that video if you want to go and check it out of me actually opening the box and making the envelope. But these stickers are from that box and I thought that they'd just be kind of fun. And then the washi tapes, honestly, you guys, I don't know where I got them. The marble one, I have honestly no idea. The one with text I got from the Ikigai Papier store, which I talked about in length in my February setup because I used a bunch of the products there. And then I've written the letter off screen and I just wanted to make sure that it would fit in that kind of belly band that I created. I used some vellum for that and you guys saw that I also brought in some lace earlier and used that as well just to create some different interest and texture because I think it's a lot of fun to create, different layers of product, especially when you're doing this because the envelope is 5x7, so I have a lot of room to expand my pocket. So I wasn't worried about layers of anything. I just had a lot of fun. And then I got this glassine envelope. I got it, I believe, from Canada Post when I ordered some stamps. So I just thought it would be really fun. You could absolutely make your own if you wanted to. A vellum pocket would be great here too. But I chose to use one that I already had on hand. And then I'm going to create some wax seals. I'm only going to show you 2 of the making of wax seals, but I made 4 altogether. And I love wax seals so much. So because I'm still trying to stay on the pink theme of this, I used some pink metallic wax seals. And then I took out all of my wax stampers, I guess they are. And I kind of went through them and turned them into wax seals that I could include in this pen pal pocket. And with the leftovers, I like to make these little pearls, beads. I don't know what you would call them. But I think that they're really fun when you have a little bit left over. I just reheat the spoon and then I just kind of drip them onto my glass mat and let them sit there until they're cool. And then I'm going to go through all of the pinks. I have a few different shades of pink. So I kind of went all through every shade of pink I had in this kit. And this kit came from Amazon. I'll link it for you if you're interested. I've really enjoyed this kit. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I want to kind of use up what I have in there. And then the container, this container, I believe actually, nope, this is my container. These are beads that the pink ones I used first, my husband actually bought me from Amazon. And then the other pinks I had in my stash, I believe I bought them from Micheals, I think. But I'll link to the kit that I use as well. I have a few things that are wax seal related because I enjoy wax seals. I think that they're just so much fun and I hope they come back in popularity, which they slowly seem to be doing. So that's pretty exciting. But there I've showed you 2 wax seals that I've made. Here is the third one. And then I am going to do a fourth one just because I wanted to include a few different ones. There's 2 roses. That last one was a dream catcher. And then this one is a tree. And I don't quite get a perfect one for this one, but honestly, I don't think that matters. I think that wax seals are just so pretty on their own that it doesn't need to be perfect. They're just stunning. And I didn't clean my spoon in between my stamps, so they all have just a little bit of color variation and it's all pink, so it all works. I think they looked really pretty. And then these are a new product to me. These are stickers that go on the back of wax seals. I got these from Micheals. So I have a pack of them. I believe there's 200 in a pack, and they're just like a double-sided circle that you can stick on your wax seals. So that is what I'm doing. Hopefully they work really well. I'll have to wait until my pen pal gets back to me after she receives this. I believe she's received this before I've done this video, hopefully. If not, I guess we'll see. But even the one that was really small, I still just used one of these circles and cut off the excess because I think that this is just a great way to use these for a person who isn't able to melt it onto their project. So I love how these came out. Like, I'm so excited. And I just stuck them all in that little envelope that I had put on there, with that little glassine envelope. And then I'm also going to add all these little pearls as well. So I'm not going to show you me picking them up one by one because they were stuck on the mat. But I put all of those in there as well so that she could kind of enjoy them and add them to projects as she wanted. So that's pretty fun, I thought. But yeah, those all went in that little glassine pocket or envelope, I guess. And then I just sealed it with a little piece of washi tape so that they couldn't shift around in transit. And then to keep the pocket closed, I brought in, this is a Velcro dot. I'm not 100% sure on the name. I'm going to call it Velcro dot, but it's, it's an adhesive Velcro that you can open and close. So that'll keep the pocket closed and kind of give it, you could add a band if you wanted to, but I just chose to just add that Velcro dot to it so that it could stay closed in mail so that I didn't have to worry about it kind of catching. And then of course my pen pal's name is Brooke, as you can see. So I cut that out of some glitter cardstock. This is white glitter cardstock. And I used the Pink Fresh Julieta, I think it is, alphabet dies. So of course I needed 2 O's because her name is Brooke. And I actually spelled the name correctly this time. Last time I did a pen pal letter, I spelled my pen pal's name wrong. I missed an L. I was really upset about it. After everything I'd done on it, I was so bummed when I figured out I'd spelled it wrong. But luckily I spelled it correctly this time. And I'm just going to add that to the front of the pocket because I think that it's just really pretty. And then that's the first thing she's going to see when she pulls it out of the envelope. So I kind of want that to be like a wow moment. And I did choose to go with white glitter. I think that a really light pink glitter cardstock would have been stunning here too. I don't own any, although I could have colored my glitter cardstock. I think that you can go over it like with a Copic and change the color of your glitter, but I didn't. I just went with the white glitter cardstock. But this alphabet die set is so pretty. It just cuts a little score line in the center of each letter and then has little triangles cut out. Pink Fresh has done a couple of really beautiful alphabet dies lately, and I was stoked to get this one. I actually got this one for free from scrapbook.com when I purchased something else, so that was even better. Like, I'm super excited about it. And then I did add just a little bit of washi tape to the top and bottom just to differentiate it a little bit and just add a little bit of something extra. I believe I also add a girl sticker to this as well. And of course, Ember comes up to check out if I'm doing my job correctly. I think she approves because she doesn't stay very long, but they have been in my videos quite a bit recently. I don't know if it's because they think that I'm not doing well, so they got to come supervise. I don't know what's going on there, but they have been kind of popping in quite a bit. And then, yeah, I do add a girl sticker to this. I mailed this a little while ago, so I'm trying to remember exactly what it looked like, which is kind of funny. So when I do the voiceover, I have to be like, okay, wait, what did I do? And then here, I just picked out a whole bunch of different stationery that I thought Brooke would enjoy. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff. I kind of tried to theme it around that pink vintage vibe. That's kind of what I was going for. But there's a whole bunch of different stuff here. There's stickers, there's like pattern paper, there's cutouts, there's labels. Like I just tried to find all sorts of different stuff I thought that Brooke could enjoy and create with. So that's kind of what I was aiming for. And then anything that didn't fit in that little pocket, I kind of put in the belly band with the letter because the letter is in the back. And then anything that was quite small, I stuck in this little envelope. And I left it bare so that Brooke could decorate it if she wanted to. So I didn't do anything to this little envelope. It's like a little coin envelope, I think. And I just stuck everything that was small in it, and then I placed that in the other pocket so that she could open it and just have fun things and play with them and do whatever she wanted with it. So I think that this turned out really great. I'm really excited about it. I hope Brooke enjoys it. Hopefully she's received it. If not, I hope she receives it quite soon. And then I can hear her thoughts on how it mailed and shipped and whatnot. So that is what I created for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy these videos. Leave me a comment and let me know if you like seeing these pockety videos or if you prefer not to see them. I'm always interested in what you guys think. So please let me know. Leave me a comment. Leave me a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I have some exciting stuff coming in this year. So come back and check it out. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.